India is one of the oldest civilizations in the world, with a kaleidoscopic variety and rich cultural heritage. As the seventh largest country in the world, India stands apart from the rest of Asia, marked off as it by mountains and the seas, which give the country a distinct geographical entity. In ancient times, people from all over the world were keen to move to India. The Persians, followed by the Iranians and the Persians, immigrated to India. Then came the Mughals, Genghis Khan the Mongolian, Alexander the Great too came to conquer India. Lastly, the Britishers came and ruled over India for nearly 200 years. In 1857, India's first war of independence, termed Sipai riots, began with a revolt of the military soldiers at Meerut. This rebellion led to the end of East India Company in August 1858, and the company rule was transferred to the British Crown. The Indian National Congress, also known as the Congress Party, was created and became India's first major political party in 1885. During the First World War, Gandhiji returned to India and joined the Indian National Congress. He took the leadership of Congress in 1920 and began agitating against the British. A flag is a necessity for all nations. Millions have died for it. It is no doubt a kind of idolatry which would be a sin to destroy. It will be necessary for us, Hindus, Muslims, Christians, Jews, Parsis, and all others to whom India is their home to recognize a common flag, to live and to die for. It is really amazing to see the various changes that our national flag went through since its first inception. Some of the historical milestones in the evolution of our national flag. The first national flag in India is said to have been hosted on August 7, 1906 in the Porshi Bagan Square in Kolkata. The flag was composed of 3 horizontal strips of red, yellow and green. The second flag was hosted in Paris by Madame Kama in 1907, which was very similar to the first flag, except that the top strip had only 1 lotus but 7 stars denoting the Saptarishi. In 1906, the Muslim League was formed to protect the interests, liberties and rights of Muslims. It also looked over to promote an understanding between the Muslim community and other Indians, thereby discouraging violence. The middle-class lawyer educated in Britain, Muhammad Ali Jinnah, in 1916 for the first supported Hindu-Muslim unity and was called the Ambassador of Hindu-Muslim Unity, which eventually led to the proposal of the Lucknow Pact 1916. Muhammad Ali Jinnah's disagreement with Gandhi led to Muslim Congress split. Jinnah began to fear domination of Congress, a Hindu Raj. He began to support the idea for an independent Muslim homeland, Pakistan, or land of the pure. The third flag went up in 1917 when our political struggle had taken a definite turn. Dr. Annie Besant and Lokmanya Tilak hosted it during the Home Rule movement. This flag had 5 red and 4 green horizontal strips arranged alternately with 7 stars in the Saptarishi configuration. There was also a white crescent and a star in one corner. The tragic Jallianwala Bagh massacre took place on April 13, 1919. This event, in which Brigadier General Dyer ordered indiscriminate firing at a crowd, including women and children, which eventually led to the non-cooperation movement in 1920 and was a significant phase of the Indian struggle for freedom. England's involvement in the Second World War weakened the British Empire, leading to the Quit India movement in 1942, which led to the boycott and abolishment of British goods and emphasizing the practice of use of local products. According to Gandhi, his goals to win independence from Great Britain were: firstly, Hindu-Muslim unity must end untouchability, and secondly, we must defy the British not through violence. During the session of the All India Congress Committee held at Vijayawada in 1921, an Andhra youth prepared a flag and took it to Gandhiji. It was made up of two colors, red and green, representing Hindus and Muslims. Gandhiji suggested the addition of a white stripe to represent the remaining communities of India and a spinning wheel to symbolize the progress of the nation. A resolution was passed adopting the tricolor flag as our national flag. This flag, the forebear of the present one, was saffron, white and green, with Mahatma Gandhi's spinning wheel at the center. In March 12, 1930, Gandhi, along with 78 Satyagrahis, started their journey from Sabarmati Ashram to Dandi, covering a distance of 241 miles in 23 days and eventually reaching the coast on 12th April. Gandhi and the others harvested salt from the sea and were arrested for doing so. In 1947, at the end of British rule and partition of the subcontinent into mainly Hindu India and Muslim majority state of Pakistan welcomed India's new dawn with Pandit Nehru's famous word, "At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom." On July 22, 1947, the Constituent Assembly adopted it as the Free India national flag. After the advent of independence, the colors and their significance remained the same. Only the Dharma Chakra of Emperor Ashoka was adopted in place of the spinning wheel as the emblem on the flag. The Indian national flag represents the hopes and aspirations of the people of India. It is the symbol of our national pride. Over the last 5 decades, several people, including members of armed forces, have ungrudgingly laid down their lives to keep the tricolor flying high in its full glory.